Well, forecast to be sunny and in the 70s and 80s. It's down in the low 60s and looking like a little rain maybe tonight. So you never know what you're going to get with the weather, I suppose. As far as the car goes, I've got obviously the tarp on there to help protect it from any moisture that comes up. All the nasty, dirty parts are all in here. The two fenders, the two side skirts, the front bumper, and then one pillar. The other pillar is still on. It's getting a little too cold to pry that off from my hands. What else we got here? The wings, the wing. So this is hours later from a previous video that would have been days ago. And we've still got everything sitting at right about 0 degrees forward, but on the side, it's actually sitting at -1. And no matter where I look at this, the way I'm judging my decision is based on the far corner here and the far corner there, presuming those to be the same, and that's pretty much right there. And you can see with the wing and the turret, that's pretty much right there. So for whatever reason, -1 seems to be the correct number for this, which means is 0 degrees correct going forward? I don't know. It was 0 here on this guy, so going 0 there is all I can really do, and this video seems to be going a little crazy with the zooms. Top side, there's not much I can do. I'm waiting on some, oops, it's still a little tacky. I had sanded a little and spot sprayed, so some of it's painted, some of it's not. But I'm waiting on a shipment of glazing putty to finish off the curve in here. Patch that up over there. Do a few little divots here and there in this, and then down in here, it's pretty much that, and right over here, everything else is looking pretty good. I had a really bad seam line occur over on this side, but that's pretty much disappeared, so no worries there. I had some paint drips on this side, so those are all sanded down, so I gotta repolish those back up to a nice, healthy 400-600 grit, somewhere in there. And this thing is days away from being ready for casting, molding rather. We'll see. Big tricks for me now are the wing and getting the pods attached. What I'm waiting for at this point is for this Ava's epoxy to set and cure, which will be ready by tomorrow afternoon. That'll be a full 24 hours. Then hopefully this will glue or stick itself. Whoops, I'm not even in frame here. So what I'm waiting for now is this Ava's epoxy. Tomorrow afternoon it'll be about 24 hours, so it'll be fully set. I'm hoping that it will glue itself, bind itself up to the Pink Panther there. Before I take it off, I should probably fill in a couple spots, like right there, and then if we go under the front here, there's that little bit of the seam along the front edge. So that can be filled up. So yeah, those two, I'll do those. It's still a little soft. I don't want to mess with it or do anything bad. So yeah, I'll wait till tomorrow, rough that up a little, and then jam some more in there. At that point, it's a matter of figuring out how I'm going to cover this. So up to now, I've talked about this, but I haven't really been able to explain it. So 4 bolt heads will be coming through here. Which means there needs to be a cover for that. This is the original cutting, which still fits in nicely. Design-wise, as far as the original source material goes, if we take a look at the wing, you'll see you got this nose protruding out of it. So let's wait a second. Let's take a look at the whole body. So I wish I had a topside view. That's close. So you start out kind of with that nose area there. It spreads out here, tapers in, and then shoots into that tail way back. So what I'm thinking of is making a bit of a nose over this area here, you know, going from like that over to here. Have that curve down backwards and then end in a point somewhere. And then, of course, that will be removable so I can get access to the bolts if I ever have to. If that's going to work, how that's going to work, what it's going to be made of, I have no idea yet. I would certainly need to get another order of Ava's epoxy, those big 4-pound barrels that you use, to really get that anywhere close to being done. What else? Taking this curve and matching this curve to that one. Really? This is it? And up here, that's its own little project I've talked about in the last couple videos, so no need to worry about that for now. Nothing's changed yet. So that and taking the car apart for painting. Wow. It's been a busy few days, been a hectic few days. It's been a surprising few days because I didn't think I'd be doing this. And of course, now I've got a lot of water in the air, so that's no good for painting. And the temperature is no good for painting either. However, over on these guys, there's a lot of cleaning to do. I've seen a couple little dents I may be able to hammer out here and there, or at the very least I'll give it a try. I've got oh, this thing, where is it? Right here. Turns out this is what this guy is for. You hold this on one side and you hammer from the other side and you eventually knock the dent out. Oh yeah, there's the dent right there. Dead center. Oh, that's a nasty one. There's a couple on one of the doors I want to get as well if I can. So we'll see how that goes. In the meanwhile, this heavy little guy is holding this in place, so I don't want to change anything here. And I would rather have this wing deflecting down forward to help the wind bounce off the top rather than having it up and catching wind and trying to tear it away. And any off balance side or forward, I'll be able to hopefully counteract that with washers, make it nice and easy. So yeah, this project has been 14 months, 15 months. There are a couple months where nothing happened at all, but the work has definitely had an exponential increase. Very extremely slow to start, dragging through the middle, and all of a sudden, just in the last couple weeks, bam, this side is practically done, and I'm getting the wing together, the car's coming apart, and it's all coming together all at once. So I may be driving something that looks like this fairly soon, and I haven't even, well, I did spend a little time thinking about all the wraps that needs to be done and all the decals that need to be cut, but very far out of mind. And first thing is getting this thing painted first, because then you need to, or at least you should wait a little while, weeks, if not months, before you start applying any graphics and such. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I was hoping to get this done back in the summer when there were 100-degree days out, because that would have really cooked this paint job. Ooh, 9 minutes. All right, so let's end.